it's Giante, and I want to welcome you to this video. Now in this video I'm going to talk about a couple different things. I'm going to actually talk about should you say your company, your product or service or whatever you're promoting on social media. Should you do it or should you not? And I'm also going to talk about when you should say it and when you should not. When's a good time to say it, when is not a good time to actually say about a product or service that you have or an opportunity that you have, right? Because there's different things when you're in the internet marketing space that you're either going to want to talk about or you're not going to want to talk about it. And there's places to actually talk about it and places that you want to talk about it. So those are some of the things I'm going to talk about in this video. And then I'm going to talk about income producing activities, which income producing activities are known as IPAs, and they're the tests that you actually do that help you and allow you to make money online and help you to grow your business. And it's actually active marketing when you do your IPAs, and they actually help you to produce a result, right? And then I'm going to actually talk about the non-income producing activities, which are the non-IPAs, which are things that actually help you to grow, but they do not produce a result. And that's really the difference between an IPA and a non-IPA, right? Because the income producing activities produce the results, the non-income producing activities don't produce those results. So those are the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. And if you're watching this video live, make sure you put down in the comments live and where you're watching from, and also let me know some of the activities that you do on social media in one sentence or less, so that way I know some of the things that you do in your social media and everything like that to produce a result. And if you're watching that video at a later time, put down in the comments replay so I know that you've came back to this video and watched it at a later time, right? So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is, should you really talk about your product, service, or opportunity on social media, right? Because social media is full of different people online, and you want to be able to promote your product, service, or opportunity, but you also don't want to put it out there like a billboard, right? So you want to actually brand yourself rather than the company, because if you promote, let's say you're selling an affiliate product, right? High ticket affiliate product, or you're in a network marketing company or anything like that. Especially this pertains more to network marketing, because if you have your network marketing company in there, or any company that you're a part of, even if it's an affiliate type of company, and you have it in your description on your social media profile or on Facebook or anything like that, if you have it in that description, is what that allows people to do is go and search and use the search engines. So they would use Google, they would use different search engines, and they would go and they would search your company. So that means if they come up with anything negative about the company that you're a part of, or the affiliate offer that you're a part of, or anything like that, they're going to be like, oh, well, I know what they're doing. I did my research. I don't really think it's a fit for me. I don't think it's a good idea that I get involved with this. Or they're going to be like, oh, well, I know what it is, and they're not even going to give it a shot, right? So if you're just promoting that affiliate offer, or you're promoting a network marketing company, it's a bad idea to put the company actually in your profile or anywhere on your profile, because you want to brand yourself and you want to have multiple different offers, because there's different people that have different needs, right? So you want to be able to serve your market, and you want to make sure that you have what it takes to actually do what they need you to do, right? So that's why you want to have multiple offers, and you don't want to put your product or service actually in your profile, because if you do that, if you put it as your website, right, and they go to check out more about you, they can see that you're just promoting the site. So let's say something happens with that site. Let's say you're in network marketing and everything is built around that site, right? then something happens with that company gets shut down, that company has bad reviews, you not only lose all of the money that you built, everything that you built, all your income, everything like that, you also lose your opportunities. So you don't have a backup. So how are you gonna generate those funds to be able to continue to live and grow a business if you only have one source of income coming in, one source that you rely on, right? So you have to have multiple different streams of income, and you also never want to put it in the bio, because somebody might not have a need for that, and there might be something else that you might be able to offer that they do have a need for. So you'll never know that unless you have the multiple offers to be able to actually allow people to make a choice on what they want to become a part of. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually when you should talk about the product, service, opportunity, or company, because there's certain times that you do want to talk about the product, service, or opportunity on social media, and it really comes down to one thing, right? And it comes down to your brand and who you are, how much influence you have. So if you have a lot of influence, you have a lot of following, you have a lot of trust built with your audience. If you have an audience that's built up and they trust you, you've done business with them before, they know who you are, you have a big audience, you have a lot of people that come on to a live, everything like that. Those are the best places to actually talk about your product, service, or opportunities: on a Facebook Live, on a YouTube video, in a Facebook story. You want to be able to actually talk about the product, service, or opportunity in video format only. You don't want to actually speak about it on your profile and anything other than video, because video, you have people engaging with you, and you have a following if you build up influence. Those are the only times that you should really be talking about your product or service. But you don't talk about it in the way of buy my stuff, right? You don't talk about it as the features and benefits of the product. It's what you do is you form it into a way that is a need for somebody. Like, basically, like somebody has a problem, like let's say you're in skincare, a skincare company, for example, or you have a skincare affiliate product, and you say, I want to be able to sell this affiliate product, or I'm in this skincare network marketing company or anything like that. If you want to actually be able to actually talk about that product, is what you want to do is you want to frame it in a way like, yeah, if you have acne and it's a problem for you, it's been a problem for a while, you might be embarrassed about how you go outside, everything like that, you may want to cover it up, and your skin gets very irritated or whatever, so then you would offer the solution right here. Oh, well, I have the solution right here that it will help you to be able to solve that problem of the acne that you have on your face. So that's very, very important that you frame it in that way. It's not about, well, this is the best product ever, so just buy my stuff. No, people aren't going to buy like that. People aren't reactive to that. So you want to frame it in a way that people are actually receptive to what you have to offer. So you want to frame it in a way that people are receptive to it, and that's the only time you actually want to talk about the product, service, or opportunity. You don't want to talk about it if you don't have any influence, and you want to talk about it actually in private conversation with people. You don't want to post it publicly on your profile. You don't want to post it in the public unless it's on like a video or anything like that, and you would mention it throughout the video. If you have people that are watching your videos live, like if it's a Facebook Live or YouTube video, if you have people that are watching live on a regular, consistent basis, you can mention it throughout the video, but I wouldn't mention it long or a lot, because it's not really about that. It's about building your trust factor with people, in your audience. It's very, very important to build that audience, build that those group of people that know, like, and trust you. So when you have that group of people that actually sell affiliate products, or they're either in a network marketing company or anything like that, it's kind of the same methods. It's all marketing methods that you would need to know, right? So that's what you would want to do, is be able to talk about your product, service, or opportunity in a video only, not on your Facebook profile. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is actually IPAs, and what are IPAs? What are income producing activities, and how you could use them to benefit you in your business, right? So the income producing activities that you want to focus on, right? And these are the things that have to be more than the non-income producing activities. The non-income producing activities are important as well, but you need to be able to set aside time for yourself and your business to do business time and business hours just like any other business. So is what you want to do is have those income producing activities be more than the non-income producing activities, and that means adding new friends to your profile, connecting with new friends, having new conversations, and actually starting conversations with people in groups that you have, or in groups that you're a part of. You want to actually start those conversations with people, and you want to actually drive traffic to your offers, and then you want to have a list to follow up with them. So if you're building a list online, you actually are able to follow up with those people that you're driving the traffic to, and you want to send them to a lead capture page, or we also call it a squeeze page, because you're squeezing out information from them. You're squeezing out an email, you're squeezing out a name. That's what's called a squeeze page, right? So those are the things that you want to do, and you also want to post daily, be consistent, and have those follow-ups. So it's very, very important to connect with new friends, add new friends to your profile daily. And I also maintain my profile on Facebook by deleting the people that are not engaged with my content. So for the people that aren't engaged with my content, I could delete them and add people that really are engaged with what I have to offer, really care about what I'm talking about, really getting value from me. If you're not engaged with me, there's no point in keeping you on my profile, because you're not doing nothing but just sitting there, right? So there's importance in being able to maintain and clean up your profile and add new people to your profile to make it a strong profile, to where people actually engage with your content, engage with what you have to offer, and actually become a part of and engaged with you as well. So you want them to be able to be a part of what you have and be engaged with you as a leader. So it's very, very important that you do these things. You have to add them, you have to start the conversations, either on your profile or in groups that you have, or in other groups that you're a part of, right? You want to start conversations with people, then you want to follow up and also drive traffic. So those are the main things. Those are the main income producing activities that you would want to do on a daily basis to get results before anything else. Income producing activities are the most important, and everything else is less important, right? It's still important, but it's less important. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about, and the last thing that I'm going to talk about, is non-income producing activities. So the non-income producing activities are actually any activity that doesn't produce a result. Any activity that is time eating, like learning. Learning is a non-income producing activity. It's important, it's needed, but your non-income producing activities are not as important as your income producing activities. So if you have more income producing activities, you're going to make more money. If you have more non-income producing activities, you're going to make less money, right? So you want to be able to have more income producing activities and non-income producing activities, right? So the non-income producing activities are actually going on to webinars, right? So if you go on to webinars a lot, like let's say you're on business time, you go on to webinars, and you're not supposed to be on that webinar, so you're taking up time doing that, and you're supposed to be doing stuff that's generating you income and moving towards making you a sale or getting you a result. And you're going on webinars, you're reading up about something, you're doing something else that is really in your business time. You want to separate that stuff, and you don't want to do those things like getting on webinars, learning, or reading books when you're supposed to be doing other things. Reading books is another one. You don't want to just be like, I'm going to read a bunch of books and read a bunch of content, and so that is very, very important that when you do these kind of things, you create the boundaries for yourself. Mindset is also a non-income producing activity. So if you focus on personal development and mindset all day, you're not going to get results either. It's important to do it daily, but there's time for that, right? So if you want to make a good schedule and get your schedule to the point to where you're going to do good with your schedule, you want to be able to map out a schedule that's good for you, which means you have to set aside time for income producing activities. And mindset is just not an income producing activity. It helps to produce results, but it doesn't produce income, right? So you want to stay away from mindset during this time too, when you're trying to produce results, right? So and so you need to create those boundaries for yourself and tell your friends, your family, whoever interrupts you at that time, this is work hours, and I have to do work right now. I need you to understand. This is very important to my business. I get what you're saying is important, but right now I gotta focus on business. So you have to create those boundaries, and I would also, turn off your phone or put it on vibrate and set aside a dedicated amount of time just to do what you need to do, right? Just to do those things that you need to be done, because it's very, very important to actually have that time put aside so that way you could do what you need to do and get it done and be effective with it. That's the last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video. If you got value from this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you show me some love. And if you have any questions, make sure you contact me directly. I have my links in the description. I'd love to hear from you. And I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.